Hey, take a breath with me for a second. Picture this. You're on a short morning flight home. Maybe you're heading to see family, or you've got a busy day ahead. The plane takes off smoothly, the seatbelt sign dings off, and then, just 13 minutes later, everything changes forever. That's exactly what happened to Lion Air Flight 610 on October 29, 2018. A brand new Boeing 737 MAX 8, registration Papa Kilo Lima Quebec Papa, vanished into the Java Sea. Everyone on board was lost. There were 189 people that day, 181 passengers, moms, dads, kids, even 2 tiny babies and 1 little boy, plus 8 crew members who showed up for work just like any other day. 1 extra engineer was riding along in the cockpit, just trying to get to his next assignment. This isn't just another crash story. It's about real people whose lives were cut short, and about a chain of events that started the day before, hidden inside the plane itself. Stick with me. I'll walk you through it all, step by step, like we're sitting together. No complicated jargon, just the truth told from the heart. And if you're already hooked by this story and want more deep dives like this, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Let's meet the plane first. It was practically brand new, delivered to Lion Air just 2 months earlier in August 2018. It had barely 895 flight hours on it. If it were a car, it would still have that new leather smell. Lion Air is one of Indonesia's biggest airlines, and this was one of their shiny new 737 MAX jets. Now, the people, the heart of this story. 181 passengers, regular folks, business travelers, families heading home, students, grandparents. There was a little boy, 2 infants, people from all walks of life. And 8 crew who trained for moments exactly like this. But nothing could have prepared them for what was coming. 2 pilots up front, 6 flight attendants caring for everyone in the cabin. The captain was a 31-year-old pilot who had been with the airline since 2011. He had over 6,000 hours in the air. That's a lot of sunrises from the cockpit. He was experienced, current on his training, and just wanted to get his passengers to their destination safely. He even wore glasses, just a regular guy doing his job. The first officer was a 41-year-old pilot who joined around the same time. He had more than 5,000 hours total, plenty on this type of jet. Both men were healthy, rested, and ready. They had no idea that a hidden computer system, one Boeing never even mentioned in their training, was about to turn their routine flight into a nightmare. These weren't superheroes. They were human beings just like you and me, fighting with everything they had. Okay, before we get into the flight, I want to explain a couple of things in plain English, because most of us have never thought about what's actually keeping a plane in the sky. Imagine the nose of the plane has 2 little weather vanes on the sides. They're called angle of attack sensors. They tell the computers how steeply the plane is pointing into the wind. Too high and the wings can lose lift. That's a stall. The plane has 2 of them, 1 on each side just in case. Now, Boeing added something new on this MAX model, called the Maneuvering Characteristics Augmentation System, or MCAS for short. Think of it as an automatic helper that gently pushes the nose down if the plane gets too nose up. It was supposed to make the jet feel familiar to pilots. But here's the thing, MCAS only looked at one of those sensors at a time. If that one sensor lied, MCAS could keep pushing the nose down again and again. And Boeing? They never put it in the flight manuals or simulator training. The pilots had never even heard the name MCAS. The tail has a big, movable piece called the stabilizer. Pilots can trim it up or down to keep the plane level. MCAS moves it automatically. If it runs away, keeps trimming the wrong way, there's a checklist pilots learn. Flip 2 switches to cut the power, then crank it back by hand. There's also a stick shaker. The control column literally vibrates and rattles to say, "Hey, we think we're about to stall." And big warning lights that say, "Airspeed disagree," or "Altitude disagree," when the two pilots' speed or altitude readings don't match. On a normal day, all of this works together beautifully. On this day, one faulty sensor turned it into chaos. October 29th, 2018. Early morning. Pushback from Jakarta. Takeoff at 6:20 a.m. local time. For the first few seconds, everything feels normal. Then, right after the wheels leave the runway, the captain's airspeed reads a little different from the first officer's. The left angle of attack sensor is already lying by 21 degrees. The stick shaker starts rattling on the captain's side, and it never, ever stops. MCAS wakes up and starts trimming the nose down. The pilots pull back hard on the yoke. It stops, then starts again, and again. 26 times MCAS fired. The pilots manually trimmed nose up 34 times. They're trying to run the unreliable airspeed checklist, talk to air traffic control, keep the plane flying, all while this invisible computer keeps fighting them. You can hear the strain in their voices on the recordings. They tell air traffic control they have flight control problems and want to turn back. Altitude peaks around 5,000 feet. Then the plane starts descending. The captain hands control to the first officer. The deadheading engineer in the jump seat is helping where he can. At 23:31 Universal Coordinated Time, just 13 minutes after takeoff, the last data stops. The plane is in a steep dive. The final sounds on the cockpit voice recorder are the ground proximity warning, terrain, sink rate, and then silence. The aircraft hits the sea at high speed, 33 miles north of Jakarta. All 189 souls are gone in an instant. This crash, and the similar one with Ethiopian Airlines just 5 months later, grounded every 737 MAX in the world for 20 long months. Boeing redesigned MCAS to use both sensors, added clear warnings, and made sure pilots actually learned about it. The planes are flying again today, safer than ever. Lion Air improved how they share problems. The whole industry learned. When you add new technology, you have to explain it fully. You have to listen to every crew report. And you have to remember that behind every switch and sensor, there are human lives. If this story touched you or made you think about flying in a new way, please give this video a thumbs up, like it, and drop a comment below. What surprised you the most, or what do you think we can all learn from this? We will always remember the 189 beautiful souls we lost that day. The passengers who had dreams and families waiting for them at home. The crew members who fought so hard in the cockpit. And the little kids who never got the chance to grow up. Their story did not end in the Java Sea. It made flying safer for all of us. Every time a 737 MAX takes off safely today, it happens because of the lessons we learned from that flight. Thank you so much for watching and letting me share this with you. If you are here right now, take a second and hug someone you love a little tighter tonight. And the next time you get on a plane, remember that the sky is safer now because of them. Clear skies and soft landings to every single one of you.